Hi, my name is Thomas. Welcome to my workshop. Today I'm going to show you how I do cross-cutting without a crosscut sled. This is the crosscut push bar. It's my approach to cross-cutting. The major difference to the classic crosscut sled is that with the crosscut push bar, the workpiece gets pushed directly over the surface of the table, while a crosscut sled has its own surface where the workpiece rests on. When I came to the point how to do cross-cutting with my tiny wood workshop, I first started out with the classic crosscut sled. But the crosscut sled had three issues for me. The first and main issue was I was only able to use it together with my table saw. So for any works across the grain using the router or the jigsaw, I couldn't make use of it. The second issue, it was not really compatible with my tabletop dust collection system. And the third issue, it was simply too bulky and too unhandy. I wanted to be able to store all of my accessories on this shelf unit here. And with an object of this dimension, I would have had my difficulties. So I got rid of it. And with some of the material of the crosscut sled, I made up this small version of the crosscut push bar simply to check out the concept. And after I successfully approved the concept, I made this big version here. So let's see how it works. The crosscut push bar is running inside the miter slot in the middle of the table. First, I remove these blocks here. I'm using them, for example, as stop blocks or when I have the router or the jigsaw installed. The main parts of the crosscut push bar are the front element, which is mounted here in the front directly on the miter rail. Then these bars in the back, which are my struts. They are mounted backwards on the miter rail as well, and the ends on the right and the left side are attached to the front element. The handle, which is mounted above the miter rail, and these wheel blocks on both ends, which are supposed to run along the edges of the table. If I need any adjustments, I simply untighten the front screw, as well as the knobs of the wheel blocks, and those where the support bars are attached to the front element. In doing so, the front element becomes loose. And I can put back everything to a perfect right angle. I wanted the crosscut push bar to become adjustable. If I'm gonna make another insert for a new table saw, for example, getting everything back to a perfect 90-degree angle would be really difficult without these adjustment options. At the end, I am tightening the front screw again, as well as the knobs of my struts. And then pushing the wheels against the table edges. Let's do some cross-cutting now. The wheels, which are running along the edges of the table, are keeping the whole supply perfectly stabilized, so you can handle longer pieces without any problems. But how safe is it actually to work with the crosscut push bar? And for dealing with this question, let's change the perspective.
When you are working with a table saw, the most important thing is to keep the fingers away from the saw blade. Using the crosscut push bar, my left hand always grabs the handle. The handle sits right over the miter rail, and pushing the bar with the handle gives you just the perfect control over it. So this makes it the best place where to put my left hand. My right hand is somewhere on the bar or the workpiece. And in doing so, not only my hands are kept away from the saw blade, my whole body becomes positioned to the right of the saw blade instead of being in front of it. So I would say it's pretty safe to use the crosscut push bar. But it wasn't really safety I was looking for when I made it. I was looking for a universal cross-working supply which I can use together with my router and my jigsaw. And well, as you can see, I found it. If you are interested in what I'm currently making here, and if you haven't yet seen my first video, then check it out. I've left a link for you.
Thank you very much for watching. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the Tiny Wood Workshop channel, and see you in the next video.